Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little different, and I'm going to give you guys that bookshelf tour that I have been promising you for a very long time. As you can see right now, I'm standing, which I don't normally do when I film my videos, and this is how far my head goes over the shelves. So that's why I have to sit during all my videos. But today I'm going to go through our 6 shelves, and I will start with my shelves and then move outward, and then I'll show you Marcus's shelves. So let's get to it. So the way this is gonna work is I'll go through each shelf and then kind of like move down. So this is my top shelf, and as you can see, I have lots of Pierce Brown on this shelf. We'll start with my favorite series, which is the Red Rising series. So you got your first one, Red Rising, then Golden Sun, then Morning Star. And then we have our Iron Gold and Dark Age. In the month of October, I'm going to be reading Iron Gold. I made a Caravan Club page, so if anybody wants to join in on the buddy read, I'll leave the link in the description down below. And then I have my James Dashner series, which starts off with the Fever Code and the Kill Order, which are prequel series to the Maze Runner series. And then of course I have the Maze Runner series, which I actually really enjoyed. This was a series I read in college, and it was like one of those really quick reads that I just flew through the whole series. Also by James Dashner, we have the Mortality Doctrine series. It's very similar to like Ready Player One style. Speaking of Ready Player One, Ready Player One. And then we have some randoms on the shelf. So I got the History of Love, 5 Feet Apart, The Martian, and Still Alice. Next up is the John Green series, or at least the ones I have collected by John Green. So you got The Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, Will Grayson, An Abundance of Catherines, Paper Towns, and Turtles All the Way Down. And if you're ever looking for a good thriller, Claire McIntosh writes really good thrillers. I would suggest this one, I Let You Go. Also featured on this shelf is my Certified Geek pin, my Doctor Who inspired candle by Aurora Candle Company. Smells like blueberry and citrus. And my Red Rising Break the Chains pin. Super excited about this. Moving on to shelf 2, this one has contemporary and some middle grade. So I've realized that this is going to take a really long time, and I've decided to just do featured books from each shelf. So for this one, we are featuring Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, The Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, and The Glass Castle by Jeanette Wallace. If you're ever looking for a memoir, that's a great one. And for the rest of the shelf, we have I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Everything Everything, The Sun Is Also a Star, If I Stay and Where She Went, Before I Fall, which is the only book I've read by Lauren Oliver, but I actually really enjoyed it. All the Light We Cannot See. I don't really like this book, but I still own it for some reason. The whole series of Unfortunate Events. And then a book called The Miniaturist. And then I also have this candle by Aurora Candle Company, which is, if you'll focus, this one's called Killers Don't Wear Aprons. Smells like flowers and fresh apples. Moving on to the third shelf, we have our TBR jar, which I'll move out of the way for now. My Shush I'm Reading bookmark, the complete Harry Potter collection, which I love. And then we have some other random books. So I have the whole Harry Potter collection here, and then The Cursed Child over here, some random Marvel comics, some also Stray standalone books. Before I Go to Sleep is actually very good. If I Fall, If I Die, this book has a lot to do with mental health, and I would suggest that one. The Shock of the Fall is also a very good advocate book for mental health. Up top, we have the 2 featured books of this shelf, which are Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman and Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is one of my favorite books. And then we have Cloud Atlas. And then over here, we have the Miss Peregrine series, which I was not a huge fan of. And this book called The Spectacular Now, which is a movie, and I actually really enjoyed the movie. You should check it out. Moving one shelf down, we have our box set series. So we have the Divergent series, the Percy Jackson series, Chronicles of Narnia, Lord of the Rings, and then this big pile of books here. These were all given to me through my blog. So I have a whole bunch of them. I'll just go quickly through. Actually, I don't even think I'm gonna go through them. I'll just pan down. Also featured on this shelf, a wild honeysuckle candle, thanks to Walmart. And the bottom shelf is my DC Comics / other comics that don't fit Marvel section. So I have, as you can see, a lot of Batman. This is all Batman, and then my One Red Rising comic on top. And then we got some Green Lantern, Superman, Justice League, Green Arrow, lots of Flash, and yeah. Oh, also Fight Club 2 down here, which is a really good graphic novel if anybody's interested in stuff like that. Moving over to the next shelf, and starting at the bottom row, we have our Marvel selection. Clearly I like Deadpool, he's down at the bottom here, and then we got a lot of different things. So I have Daredevil up top, got some Avengers, Alpha Flight, on this side we have some Fantastic Four, and we have Captain America, more X-Men, more Avengers, and Secret Invasion down here. This is an Avengers one, this one's very good. I strongly suggest that one. Moving up to the next shelf, for most of this bookshelf here, I haven't read a lot of them. There's like a very select few I have read, because as I go more in this direction, these are all books that I still need to read. So the only book I've read off this shelf here is Armada by Ernest Cline. It's his other book, and it has a similar style to Ready Player One, pretty good. And then I have some other books here. So the Matched Crossed Reach series, Geekerella, which I picked up at a secondhand store. One of Us is Lying and Two Can Keep a Secret, and City of Ghosts I picked up when I was over in Scotland. And then we got our classic Holes, which is a great book. And then the City of Bones series, which I still need to get the last one in paperback to finish it off. And then we have Warcross, Legend and Prodigy, and then Black Widow and Star Wars. Also featuring a vanilla candle from Walmart. On the next shelf up, we have here the Shadow series, Wake of Vultures and a Conspiracy of Ravens. And then we have A World Without You, another Lauren Oliver book called Replica. We started the series, the Spellslinger series here. We don't have the 5th one yet, but I'm intending to buy it soon. We got I just finished these 2 books, so Landline and The Revenged Queen, 2nd book in the High School Queens trilogy. We have Battle Royale here, which is a beast of a book. This is similar to the Hunger Games, and this was given to me by my friend Jordan. It's gigantic, and I will eventually get to it. And then we have some H.P. Lovecraft, and then we have some other random books here that were given to us by some friends. I don't really know much about these ones here, but I eventually intend to get to them when I can. And then I also have here, if anybody plays League of Legends, I have a Swain bracelet for that character that my friend Neil gave me a long time ago. So that just sits here on the shelf. Next shelf up, we start off with the Imager series, and then we got Leviathan, we have the Trollfell series, we have Kurt Vonnegut, the Goldfinch, the Savages, which I just finished, and then another collection of random books that were either given to us or we got ourselves. Patrick Ness over here, The Rest of Us Just Live Here. I want to start that one soon. Got some bookmarks. This one's from Indigo. This is my Dobby one that I keep talking about in other videos. Fantastic beats and where to find them. This was given to me by a book blogger called Books and Munches. And then we got our Curses of Scale bookmark, which this is the one I'm reading right now. Also have a little cat keychain from my friend Liz when she went to Cuba. We got Edmund's Turkish Delight candle from Aurora Candle Company. Smells like cream and vanilla bean. Also from Aurora Candle Company, we have Mother Knows Best, and it smells like strawberry cream. Moving up to the top shelf, we have the whole Suki Stackhouse series, still in the plastic, haven't opened that yet. Some Michael Crichton, author of Jurassic Park, except this is his other one, Pirate Latitudes, I think. And then we got some random books here. Pride over here. And then The Beast's Heart, which is a retelling here as well. And then we have Blue Lagoon candle from Bath & Body Works. Lemon Mint Tea, also from Bath & Body Works. Then on to my last shelf, we got some other books here. So we got Winger, Meet Earl, and The Dying Girl. These 3 books are from Anansi Press in Toronto. they sent me these 3 books. And then I also have It's Kind of a Funny Story, This Is Where I Leave You, Water for Elephants. We got Release by Patrick Ness, Dark Matter, Wonder Woman Warbringer, Milk and Honey, and then What If It's Us, which I'm really excited to eventually start. I haven't got to it yet, but I bought like the Indigo box for it, so I've had this for a while. If It All Falls Down, I heard this is a great thriller. The Gamora Gambit, a good sci-fi read. And then this series by Eric Walters that I have not finished yet because I still have to get the last Rule of 3 book. I also have my little mini Batman over here. And this is a pack of What If It's Us postcards that I have yet to send out because it's still in the packaging, but I might write some friends a little note and send that off. My next shelf starts off with a book by Veronica Roth, Carve the Mark. And then I have the entire series by David Rees for his Fid's Crusade series. Here are the 3 books. So this is the first one, Fid's Crusade, then Behind Distant Stars, and then Starfall. I've read the first one and now I just need to read these 2. Then we have Joe Treggiari's 2 books, The Grey Sisters and Blood Will Out. This is my start of her shelf and I'm going to add more to them. I also have Ash's Ashes, which I'm currently going to be reading, so that's not here right now because I have it in my TBR pile. And then I have some R.A. Salvatore books up top. We have the Dragonlance series, which I have not opened yet, and the Shannara series, which I also have not gotten to, but I've had them for a very long time and I'm looking forward to them. And then we have The Last Call at Nightshade Lounge, which I recently read. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Then we have Otherworld and Other Earth. This is a series that I really liked and Marcus did not enjoy it quite as much, but it's similar to Ready Player One in that kind of style with like video games and virtual reality. And then we have Company Town, Scandal, and Secret, which I picked up at a discount rack at Chapters. Our next shelf here is a lot of blog books, so I'm not going to go over it too much because these are books that were submitted to me through my blog to read and I haven't got to them yet. I have Fangirl here. I just picked up this one, We Are Okay, for like $8 at a bookstore. I heard a lot about this on BookTube and I heard it was very good, so I ended up buying that one. Not a big book, so I should be able to get through that quick. I also just picked this up at a secondhand store, The Diabolic, for like $8.99. And I heard it's a very good sci-fi book from other booktubers, so I ended up wanting to get this. Plus it was in very good condition, so yeah. And this is my second last shelf, which has some graphic design books up here. And then these are all also blog books that I still need to get to. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. And then my last shelf, which is more blog books that I still need to get to from here across. And then I have some more design books and coding books and things like that. So since the tour of my 3 shelves took a while, I'm gonna split this video into 2. So next week you can see Marcus's shelves. Until then, keep on reading.